welcome back to Pilates Homestead. Today is day 2 in our Back to Basics series. In our first class, we were focusing on really gentle, basic movements, just getting our bodies moving again and feeling good. We did some stretching, started to think about incorporating deep breathing into our Pilates workouts, as well as pulling in and starting to find our deepest layers of abdominals. Today we're going to kind of build on the same exercises that we did in our first class. We're going to begin building in the intensity a little bit by starting to add some optional progressions. Make sure you always work at your own pace and stop at the progression that feels good for you. If you missed our first video in the series, I'll put a link to it up above if you'd like to go back to that. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, today you don't need any equipment at all. If you have a mat, you are welcome to use that, or just lie down on the carpet. Okay, so we're gonna start lying down again today, just like we did in our first workout session. Let's start by stretching our arms and legs out, and we're gonna take our moment here to close our eyes, settle in, and find our deep breathing. We're inhaling through our nose, exhaling out through our mouth. And as we exhale, we feel our abdominal wall sinking down into our bodies. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, blow out all of the air, feeling that abdominal wall sinking in more and more as you exhale. Inhale in. And exhale out, releasing tension from your body. One more deep breath. Inhale in. And exhale it out. Great. Now we're going to slide your feet in. Bring your right leg in and then your left so our knees are bent. And we're going to slide our legs a little bit to start to activate our lower abdominals a bit more today. So let's reach our arms up to the ceiling, palms facing into each other. Our shoulders are down away from our ears. We have a nice long neck. And let's start by stretching your right leg out long. Just slide it forward. Try not to pick it up, but we're going to slide it out long. And at the same time, we're going to reach that right arm back overhead. Feel like you're reaching first thing in the morning, big stretch. And then as you exhale, bring that right arm and leg, sliding them back up to the starting position. And then the left side, we're going to slide the left leg out. Left arm reaches all the way back. And it's your choice what you want to do with your foot. You can point your foot, reach through your toes. You can flex your foot, reach through your heel. Whatever feels good for you. Sliding them back up. So we're inhaling as we reach long, big stretch. And exhale, deep abdominals pull in. Slide it back up to the top. So we're starting to incorporate the idea here of our core being involved in every movement that we do, right? We talked about last time how Pilates is really known for its ability to strengthen the core. And that's partially because it's involved in every single exercise. So even though we're moving our arms and legs here in a really gentle way, we're actually starting to warm up and engage our core at the same time. And all the way up and in. Good, let's do both now. Both arms and legs stretch out long. And then exhale, everything slides up and in together. Really focusing on the deep pulling in of the tummy. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull it in. Great, twice more here. We're gonna reach it long. And then exhale, everything pulls in. Once more here, we reach. And exhale, pull it all in. Perfect. Rest your arms down at your sides. Let's go into our bridges that we did yesterday. We're going to start with our pelvic rocking first. Remember, for our pelvic rocking, we press the lower back down to the mat is our tuck position. We're squishing our lower back down. And then as we release the pelvis, where we have a small gap, that's our neutral pelvis. And exhale, we tuck. And inhale, release. And we're trying to make the movement happen with the tummy pulling in. Tummy, 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 right? And inhale, release. And exhale, tuck. And inhale, release. Check to make sure you're not holding tension in your neck or shoulders here. Exhale, tuck. And inhale, release. We're building on our movement. Let's go through our tuck and lift one vertebrae at a time up into that shoulder bridge. Let's pause up here at the top. Now remember, we're lifting up from the pelvis, keeping our ribs soft and heavy, and really pressing the whole foot flatly down into your mat. So the feet are pushing down and the pelvis is squeezing up, finding the backs of those legs working. And now we're gonna roll back down, one vertebrae at a time, softening the spine as we roll down to your mat. And we're ready to start again. Exhale, we tuck, rolling up. Pressing those feet down, stretching up through the fronts of your hips. Tummy still scooping in and rolling back down. And exhale up. Pressing those feet down, stretch up a little higher at the top. And back down. Now you can of course continue with our basic bridge, or else we're going to add on an optional progression today, okay? So tuck your pelvis and roll up into that bridge. Now while we're holding our hips up here, lift your right leg up. So my knee is over my hip and my knee's bent at about 90-degree angles. So this is a tabletop leg is what we'll refer to this in Pilates. And then lower that leg back down and then lift the left leg up. Tabletop with the left leg. And lower it back down. Let's keep marching in place here. Right leg lifts and lower it down. We're keeping this nice and slow, right? I'm sure you can move your legs faster than this, but that is not the point. A lot of times we'll get a lot more work out of an exercise by doing it slowly and controlled. Inhale as you lift and exhale as you lower. One more time each side. Inhale, lift, keep those hips lifting up nice and high and down. And last one with the left. And down. Good. Hold here. Lift those hips up nice and high. See if they dropped at all. Hopefully not. And then we're going to roll it back down through our spine, ribs, navel, hip bones, and tailbone. Excellent job here. Now we're going to take our arms and slide them around behind our head. We're interlacing our fingers, sliding our hands behind our head. And we're going into our abdominal work here. So we're going to our basic chest lift that we did in our first workout here first. Exhale, curl it up. It's always good to start with a basic movement. Establish the use of your breath, those deep muscles, and then building on that with the intensity once we establish our baseline. And inhale back down. So we're moving nice and slow, taking our full exhale to lift and our full inhale to lower. Focusing on our navel, pulling down into our spine as we curl up. And down. Twice more. Lift. And down. And one more time. Great. Now let's add in those marching legs, just like we did in our shoulder bridges. We're going to add it in with our abs here now. So as you curl up, lift your right leg up to tabletop. Think of your nose coming towards your knee. And then lowering it down. Slow and control. And left leg lifts. And down. And left leg lifts. We're trying to keep our leg out at a tabletop rather than bringing the leg all the way in. Try to bring your upper body to your leg. And lift it up. And down. Resting the weight of your head into your hands will help release the tension in your neck. And down. And last one with the left leg lift. And down. Perfect. Last optional progression today. Lift each leg up. Lift up one and then the other, squeezing your legs together. If you're not ready for this today, you can keep your feet down on the floor. If you feel tension in your lower back, you could also boost your pelvis up with a little towel or something if you like. Okay? Exhale as we curl this up into a chest lift. And again, we're keeping all this work in the abs, so you should not feel this in your lower back. We're strengthening up our abs to take pressure off of our back. Exhale, curl. And inhale down. And exhale, curl. And inhale down. Let's give it 3 more here. Up and down. Curl up and down. Last one, curl it up, hold it up. Now we're gonna reach those arms forward past our hips, reaching through your fingertips like somebody's curling you up, nose close to your knees, and we're gonna hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lowering it all the way down. Excellent job. Place one foot down and then the other. And now we're ready to go on to our oblique exercises. So again, starting with what we did yesterday, start with your hands behind your head. We'll leave the left one back here, and then the right arm is going to reach across towards the outside of our left leg. And here we go, with our breath. We're going to exhale as we twist, and we're keeping our hips stable on the floor or on your mat, and inhaling back down. And exhale, we twist, and inhaling back down. Exhale, twist. Trying to get all the movement in your waist, trying to get your whole chest to face the side of your room. And exhale, twist. And down. Last two here, and then we'll add a little progression. And last one. And down. Now let's lift that leg, right? We're gonna lift the legs we're twisting towards. So now we're thinking of reaching more towards the ankle than the knee and lowering it all back down slowly. Really controlling the way down is equally important, if not more important, than the squeeze up. That's where we're really gonna build that control and support and avoid injuries. And exhale, twist and lift. And down. Last two, twist and reach for the outside of that ankle. And last one. Perfect, switching sides. Right hand behind your head, left hand reaching towards the right side of your leg. And exhale, we twist. And back down. And you'll notice that today we're still moving nice and slowly, but we're just taking a little less break in between each exercise, right? A little less talking time, a little more working time, but that doesn't mean that you have to move fast. You can still get a great amount of work, a really effective amount of work, by moving slowly and continuously. Exhale, twist and reach, and down. Two more here, twist and reach, wringing out the waist, and down. One more time, reach, and down. Let's add that leg lift. Again, of course, all these progressions are always optional. Remember to work at your own pace. And if you have any questions about any of these progressions, please leave them down in the comments of the video. I am more than happy to answer your questions. And down. We have three more here. Exhale, twist and reach. Find that squeeze on the right side of the waist here. Reach. And down. One last time. Exhale, twist and reach. And down. Very nice. Stretch out long on your mat. Let's reach the right arm and leg a little longer. And then the left arm and leg a little longer, just lengthening out those obliques. All right. Roll onto your side, facing me. How are we doing? You feeling good? We should be feeling warm. Everything should be feeling good and not hurting. We're gonna make a nice straight line of our body, just like we did in our first workout, from our fingertips through our spine, all the way down to our toes. What I'd like us to do today is check on our balance, oblique stability. So, we're going to start with our top hand down on the floor, and as you exhale, lift both legs together up off of your mat. And then inhale, lowering them back down. And exhale, we lift. If you notice a little wobble, that's okay. That's why we're doing this. We have to find our side lying balance. And exhale, lift. And down. If this bothers your bottom hip at all, you can give yourself an extra cushion, maybe folding up your mat underneath your hip. and down. Twice more here. Lift and down. One last time, we lift and down. Good. Let's lift both legs up and hold them up. Now here's our leg lifts that we did on our last workout. We're going to flex our top foot, reaching out through our heel, finding a little space under the bottom side of our waist. And we're going to lift this top leg up and down. We're keeping this bottom leg lifted the whole time today if you can. Lift and down. Exhale, lift and down. So we're feeling lots of things working here, right? Lots of multitasking going on. We're getting lots of work in the outside of our top hip. We're getting work on the inner thigh of the bottom leg. And we're getting work in our waist and our obliques to stabilize. Exhale, lift and down. We'll do two more here. Lift and down. Last one, lift and down. Good. Lift it up one last time and hold it up. Good. Now we're just going to pulse up at the top for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower those legs all the way down. Woo! Feel that outside of that top leg there? Let your top leg cross in front of your bottom leg. Now before we rest into our stretch, let's work this inner thigh a bit more. Lift that bottom leg up off the floor as high as you can and then slowly back down. Make sure as you're lifting this leg, it's not kicking out in front of you. You want it back in line with your body. And yeah, if you can't tell where it is, you can prop your head up. And so you can check it out as you lift it up. You should be able to see your foot right out past your hip. And down. And exhale, we lift. And down. You should feel like your legs, your inner thighs are crossing each other as you lift. And then uncrossing as you lower it down. Two more, we lift. And down. Last one here, we lift. Now let's hold it up here at the top and pulse it at the top for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and slowly lower it down. Now we can undo our twist here. Settling into our stretch. We're letting our top leg fall across our body and our chest open towards the ceiling. And remember to let gravity do the work in your stretches, right? So this is your time to let go. This is your time to release your belly if you want. Slow down your breath again. Sometimes as we get into more intense variations, we'll forget about the slow breathing and it'll start breathing faster and more shallow. So when you stretch, it's a good time to remind yourself to slow it back down. Hug this knee into your chest, rolling onto your back, feeling the opposition of your legs. One leg pulling in while the other leg is long. And stretch that leg all the way out. We're rolling over onto our other side. I will flip around to face you. Okie dokie, so we're gonna make our nice straight long line from our fingertips all the way down to our feet. We're starting here today with our side lying balance. So find the lift under the bottom side of your waist and exhale as you lift both legs up off of the floor. And inhale as you lower them both down. Exhale, lift. And inhale, lower. Excellent. Exhale, we lift. Letting your movement follow your breath. Super, super important. So if you feel like I'm going too fast for your breath cycle, you absolutely feel free to slow it down a little bit more. Or on the other side of it, if you feel like I'm going too slow and you're running out of air, please don't hold your breath. Take extra breaths where you need to, or you can move a little faster if needed. But try to keep it as slow as you can. Lift and lower. One last time here. Exhale, we lift. And lower. Now we're going to lift up and hold here. Exhale, we lift it up. Now hold those legs up. Flex your top foot, reaching out long through that heel, and lift your top leg up and down. Exhale, up and down and up and down. You got it. Up. Trying to keep everything nice and stable. We're only moving the top leg. We're trying to really keep the rest of the body nice and quiet. And down, 2 more up, and down. Last one up, hold it up at the top. Now pulse it up for our last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, lowering both legs down. Take your top leg, rest it in front of your bottom leg with a bent knee. And now we do that inner thigh, the bottom leg on its own. We're gonna squeeze that bottom leg up and slowly back down. Again, you can prop your head up if you need to check on your alignment. We don't want it too far back. We don't want it too far forward. Right in line with the rest of your body. And exhale, we lift. And inhale, we lower. And exhale, we lift, blowing out all of the air as we lift the leg. And down. When you think your leg is all the way up, try to go an inch or 2 higher. I find that our bodies tend to stop at a comfortable, easy position, and we want to push ourselves to improve, right? Push ourselves into new territory. So we're going to push that leg a little beyond its comfort zone into where it has to really work. And down. One more time, up. And down. Let's lift it up one last time, and we'll do our pulses. Squeeze that leg up. And here we pulse for 8, 7, 6. Cross those inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering it down. Let your body open up into the twist. Slowing down our breath again. I don't know about you, but I am already sweating. Anybody else? All right, everybody. We're gonna roll over onto our stomach now. We are moving on to our upper back work. Yesterday we had our hands under our shoulders for a little bit of support. Today I'd like you to try taking your arms back by your sides. And again, always feel free to go back to another variation if you prefer it. So our arms are back at our sides and our palms are touching the outsides of our thighs, okay? So they're not resting down on the floor. We're activating our arms, squeezing them up by our sides tight. We're opening the front of our chest and our shoulders are pulling back down away from our ears. So nice long neck here. We're tucking our pelvis. So that means that I'm not pushing my hip bones down, sticking my booty back. I'm gonna tuck my tail under and scoot my low belly and hip bones up off of the mat, okay? We're protecting our lower back this way. What we wanna focus on is our upper back for posture. So we're gonna pull our shoulders down from our ears, open the front of the chest, lift our head, looking out just towards the front of your mat. You don't wanna kink your head, your neck, and lift your head up too far. Keeping your head in line with the rest of your spine, and then lowering it back down. So again, we have a pelvic tuck. Our arms are up by our sides, shoulders pull down and open, and we extend up, finding the upper back muscles. Think of squeezing your shoulder blades together. We're trying to work at the bra line and above, and back down. We're keeping the base of the sternum connected down to the floor so that we're not coming up too high. Again, this is upper back work. If you pop up too high, you're gonna get the work down more in your lower back, which is not wrong. We definitely want to strengthen up that part of our back as well. But for today, we're focusing on what is typically the weakest part of the back for most people, the upper back, where we tend to get that hunched posture. So we're just focusing on that for today. And extend. And down. One last time here. Let's extend, and we're gonna hold it up here. Great. Now we're gonna lift your legs up off of the floor. Keep that pelvic tuck. So we're squeezing in with the backs of our hips and our glutes. We're still squeezing with our belly. And we're holding here, extending the whole spine. And let's give our legs a little flutter kick. We're gonna kick our legs like we're swimming. We're gonna inhale for a few kicks. And then exhale for a few kicks. Inhale for a few kicks. And exhale for a few kicks. Keep it small, knees stay straight. Inhale for a few kicks. And exhale. One last breath cycle here. We inhale and exhale. And pause and lower your body all the way down to the floor. Take a moment. Let your body release. Go with gravity. Let your shoulders roll forward if they want to. A little more big deep. Okay, let's push back, sit onto our heels. Okay, so sitting onto our heels, pressing back, reaching those arms as far out in front of you as you can. Getting a nice little stretch in those underarms, which, believe it or not, we're working on that last exercise. That little squeeze back of the arms. We're getting work on our triceps and our shoulder extensors. So don't be surprised if you start to feel those a little bit here. One more deep breath. All right, and we're coming up onto our hands and knees. So we're going into our planks. We started with planks in our last workout series. Great full body exercise. Remember to find a comfortable position with your wrists. We talked about that in the first video. Some of your options. You can be flat, palms on the floor. You can elevate the heel of your hand a little bit with a towel under them. You could do knuckles, or you can be down on your forearms, okay? You want your wrists or your elbows, if you're down, underneath your shoulders, and your knees underneath your hips. We're flattening in the tummy. Take a couple deep breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, flattening the tummy up and in. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, flattening in the tummy. One more time, inhale. Exhale, flatten it in. Great, take your right leg back to your plank. And now your left leg back. Find your nice straight line, don't come in too quickly, find a good pause. And then right leg comes in, and left leg comes in. And left leg back first this time. I like to alternate which leg goes out first, just to make our bodies as even and symmetrical as possible. And in. Right leg back. Left leg back. And as we do these, try to think of sneaking your leg in and out. So there's not a whole lot of movement happening with the rest of the body. The rest of your body stays nice and quiet. We're just going to sneak the legs out, which require a lot more work on your part. And in. Sometimes less is more. Right and left. Right and left. Last one with the left leg. And out. Left and right. Great. So now we're going to go out and hold, all right? So whatever variation you're doing, take one leg back and then the other. And we're gonna hold here. Now you can just hold. And again, you can totally be down on your elbows and forearms if you like. I'll do this here with you. We're gonna take your right leg back. So lift your right leg, keeping your body in a nice straight line. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and place that right leg down. Now do your left leg. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Place it down. One more time each side. Hold. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Down. Last one with the left leg. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Place it down. Bring your knees in and press back into your stretch again. Whew. So hopefully we're finding some movements today that are challenging. Some will feel easy. Some will feel challenging and want to work on. I know for me, if I don't work out for a long time, planks is one of the first things to go, where it's hard to hold it there a long time. So that's okay if you couldn't hold it the whole time today. It's something to work towards. All right. Sit up onto your heels for a moment. Let's give those wrists a rest. Try saying that 5 times fast. Give your wrists a rest. We're gonna give them a quick circle. And circle back around the other way. All right, we're almost there again, guys. We got a lot more done today than our first workout. Okay, so we're coming up onto our hands and knees once more. We are going into our cat stretch next. So for our cat stretch, our wrists are underneath our shoulders, knees are underneath our hips. We're gonna start by rounding our spine, tail to head, scooping in the belly, stretching your back up to the sky, and then tail out, head lifts up, look through all your hair, all the way up into an extended spine. And exhale, round it out. And extend. And round, stretching your spine, mobilizing it, releasing the tension from your neck. And extend. Twice more, round. And extend. And one more time, round. And extend. Perfect. So now we're going to build onto our cat stretch here. So let's lift our right knee first. Just let it hover up off of the mat. And as you exhale, we're going to round that right knee into your nose. And as we extend the spine, lift your leg up behind you. Pressing that heel, pressing your whole bottom of your foot up towards the ceiling. And exhale, round it in. And inhale, extend. And exhale, round. And inhale, extend. And exhale, round. And inhale, extend. One more time here, exhale, round. And inhale, extend. Hold it up. Now press that heel up to the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it back down. Perfect. Sit back onto your heels. Give yourself a moment to circle out those wrists if you need to, and then we'll go right into the other side. When it comes to your wrists, a lot of people feel some mild discomfort when you're first getting used to that weight bearing on your wrists. So it is good to stretch them and work them into it slowly. It's okay to feel them working, but it shouldn't be painful. So if it doesn't feel good to you, play with different options for our wrist positions like we talked about, okay? So we're up on our hands and knees. We're gonna lift our left knee up off of the mat, and here we go. Exhale, rounding into our cat stretch, and then extending up, flexing that foot up, lifting it up to the ceiling, and exhale, right. And extend. And exhale, round. 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 And extend. Good, now let's hold it up and pulse that leg up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it back down. Sitting onto your heels. Woo, we made it. Great job, guys. Let's have a seat. Face me. Find a comfortable position for you, whether it's sitting cross-legged or sitting kneeling, whatever feels good for you. Rest your hands on your knees or wherever they're comfortable. Taking our big, full deep breaths in, inhaling through your nose, exhaling it out through your mouth, and inhaling through your nose, exhaling it out through your mouth. Feeling like as you sit here, you're growing taller, lengthening up through your spine, all the way up to the ceiling. One more deep breath. And let's circle our arms. And reaching wide and up. And opening all the way down. Gathering your energy. Big breath in. And down. One last time here. All the way up. Let your palms find each other at the sky. And draw your thumbs straight down to heart center. Excellent work today. Thank you so much for joining me again. I'm so happy to have you here. Please remember that I'm happy to answer any questions or I'm interested in any comments that you might have. So please leave any questions you have. I'd love to get to know you and so I can try to help you on your Pilates journey better. If you'd like to message me privately, you can do so on my website, pilateshomestead.com. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you feel amazing today, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. And this is a good time for a water.